I've been having some hard traveling, I thought you knowed. I've been having some hard traveling way down the road. I've been having some hard traveling, hard rambling, hard gambling. Been having some hard traveling, Lord. I've been riding them fast rattlers, I thought you knowed. I've been riding them flat wheelers way down the road. I've been riding them blind passengers, dead enders, kicking up cinders. I've been having some hard traveling, Lord. I've been hitting some hard rock mining, I thought you knowed. I've been leaning on a pressure drill way down the road. Hammer flying, air hole sucking, 6 foot of mud and a show been a mucking. And I've been hitting some hard traveling, Lord. I've been hitting some hard harvesting, I thought you knowed. North Dakota to Kansas City, way down the road. Cutting that wheat, stacking that hay, and I'm trying to make about $1 a day. And I've been having some hard traveling, Lord.
This place looks pretty ecological, I must say. How you doing?
Happy Monday.
Anyway, so you're bringing in, were you part of the group bringing in cardboard?
Yeah, my name is Alex Fredericks. I helped bring in some cardboard along with some food donations. Just doing my best to support these guys. In the small term, I'm glad that people are taking actions against things that they find injustice. I'm studying psychology and sociology, and so I'm really here to learn about people and their beliefs and to get a well-rounded opinion of everything. I personally am here to stand against war. I'm a pacifist. I'm against war. And I'm just hoping that we can rebuild this nation and rebuild everything that we have tried to stand for in the Constitution, and hopefully the people will notice us, and people will notice us in a good way, not a bad way, a way that is negative. I respect everybody here for their own opinions, and I just encourage more people to see the good in us and to see how we're helping the community and how we're helping the country and how we're inspiring the world. Thank you.
My name's Don Carpenter. I'm down here at Occupy Pittsburgh. I'm here because I run a restaurant for a decent corporation, and I get thousands of dollars a month in pay. Ample but not decent health care for myself, while my employees get $7.25 an hour, no health care, and nothing but crap thrown at them every day. I don't find it right. I disagree with it. I'm hoping to make that a change, and by far this is one of the most amazing things I've ever been a part of. No violence, everyone's been cool. It's like a sovereign nation of love here.
Okay, so my name is Typhoon. I'm a member of the Party for Socialism and Liberation. I've been involved in the organization of the Occupy Pittsburgh pretty much very early on. I've been involved in the statement work group, the outreach work group, and the education work group. As far as my take on this, my personal and my organization's take on this movement is that it is finally the time that the working class is waking up from its sleep and saying enough is enough, where the 1% after every economical crisis gets richer and richer, and the class, the working class that actually creates all the wealth in the society, gets poorer and poorer. And this is the time now where the working class is getting back its consciousness, class consciousness, and saying enough is enough. And as you can see, this is not a phenomenon just limited to the US, but many other cities around the world are actually doing the same thing, because capitalism, as we know, exploits not only in the US, it actually exploits much more in a much more violent fashion in the third world or in South America, India, all over the place. So this is the time where people are finally rising up and saying enough is enough. And this is also proof to me that the change can only come from the bottom up. The politicians, which are just really servants of the big corporate, the CEOs and the bankers, are never going to change anything for the benefit of the people anyway. So At the moment, the U.S., the ruling class in U.S. is waging these illegitimate wars in Iraq, Afghanistan, Libya, wherever there is some resource to be and people to be exploited. There are wars run or led by the U.S. ruling class. These wars are costing the U.S. public $6 billion a day, and it is actually ironic that all the public services, the healthcare, education, the transit are being cut with the excuse that there is not enough budget, while when it comes to waging imperialist wars, the resources of this country is unlimited to certain people. It's, as I said, it's $6 billion a day. It's over $1 trillion since the start of the Afghan war. We realize that the wars are inevitable in capitalism.
Yeah. Now, we've been doing stuff together since we got together, more or less. I mean, off and on. We were involved with the Howard Dean campaign. We were involved with the Howard Dean campaign in 2004, Chuck Pinocchio's campaign in 2006 with single payer. Some off and on in between, and so we have periods of, just tending to our own affairs, and then when something big happens, we're saying we got to get involved with that.
And when I got laid off in January, this became important since I've been laid off for 10 months.
What kind of job did you have?
I was a benefits analyst for a company out in Greentree, a Canadian company in Greentree that did a major downsizing. They laid off about 25% of the office in January. And this is their only office in the United States. So yeah, jobs is a big issue for us right now.
Yeah. And but it's a big issue for everybody. There's a lot of big issues and small issues that all seem to be interconnected. When one of the root issues, I think, is get that money out of politics. They've been trying for a long time, but it's worse than ever since that Citizens United decision, and just it's got real crazy, and the Republicans have gotten ruthless. With all the money, corporate money that's in politics nowadays, it's got to a situation where the Republicans are ruthless and the Democrats are useless. So that doesn't leave us much to do, but many options left, but to take to the streets, and go to the people, which is where it all comes from and where it's got to return to.
But we need to get back to working for the people and not the corporations.
That, and we've got to get better candidates. And with a situation where you need so much money in order to run, that gives one side all the advantages in any election. And that just stinks.
I think the General Assemblies run well. There's no top-down organization. Everybody is equal, and everyone's opinion is taken into consideration in the General Assemblies. And as long as we get a 75% consensus, then the issue goes through.
I don't know that you could run a whole country as one big General Assembly. I don't think that, it works on that scale. But in a small group like this, where people have to be holding together, and you've got to have your unity despite all the differences of political opinion and so forth. You've got to work by consensus. It's probably the only way to do it.
We do not stay overnight, but we have donated a couple of tents, a tarp. I'm donating some crocheted items for to keep people warm. But we do go home at night, so.
One last question. Do yins know who Major General Smedley Darling Butler was?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yes, he was the Marine general who foiled a right-wing plot to overthrow the government and wrote a interesting little pamphlet called War is a Racket.
I've been a-hitting some hard harvesting. I thought you knowed North Dakota to Kansas City, way down the road. cutting that wheat, stacking that hay, and I'm trying to make about $1 a day. And I've been having some hard traveling, Lord.